What's up, good people? Derrick here with HeartsWithSoles, just wrapping up our interview with Daytime Chicago on WGN and Dave Jeff. Just sharing a little bit about the upcoming back-to-school event hosted by Dave Jeff, Jordan Brand, and Snipes. So it was a good interview with WGN. Peace.
In Chatham. My people are from Chatham.
Oh, nice.
My mom and grandmother, and they had a house on 82nd on the sale. But always been in High Park since 6, 7 years old. I'm a High Parkian. That's why I say conceived in Chatham, but grew up in High Park.
Cool. I used to live on 50th and King Drive for a little bit.
Okay.
We would come over there to go to Pizza Capri.
Pizza Capri. Oh yeah, fine. They got good pasta.
We would go there and eat, and then one of my cousins, he went to Persian. He graduated from there on 39th Street.
Okay, yeah. So I'm over there.
And my first experience or exposure over there was when he graduated from 8th grade, and he took us to the High Park movie theater at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
And I fell in love then.
No, well, my store was right there.
Was it?
So like 12 years, first store. Yeah. That's where the brand started. That's where. I mean, that's not where it started, but that was my first store. Like that.
And how did you get in there? Just a love for sneakers?
Pop that's a whole nother book. I mean, I was in the street for a while, or whatever. I don't know if you know, but I got locked up for marijuana, which is crazy. See, once again, it's just like because now I have clients that are marijuana, that are cannabis, whatever, and I got it. I sat down for a hot little second just for marijuana or whatever. So I just say that to say, like, I was just in the street. I was always shopping. I was always in my fresh thing. I'm an MC by whatever. I was the host for this tour called Sneaker Pimps for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around the world for sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Around the world?
A world. Around the world. Literally. For the love of sneakers or something sneaker related. Like a buddy of mine came from New York. His family was from out west, from the west side or whatever, and he opened a store here. A store was called Halftime. It was on 79th and Western. And on 79th and Western, like, we just tried to get the Nike account, and they wouldn't give it to us because I guess of the aesthetics. 79th and Western. You know what I'm saying? Didn't fit whatever at the time with them. My man literally got on the plane and went to Japan and was probably spent about $60-70 at most, and brought a lot of that back. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that we started a lot of the resale, but we did. But this was like the first time you could go in the store and you had Air Force Ones for $150. $150, that's normal now. I'm talking 2000. 2000 Air Force Ones was $80.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
$75. But the resale of, you had shoes that you definitely couldn't get at Foot Locker here, the whole nine. Because at the time, Nike was kind of segmented in that way of distribution of Nike Asia, Nike Europe, Nike USA. And so it was a pipeline of the sneaker kind of trade type thing. And so we got some Nike Asia stuff here and was able to flip it and do what we did here. And that's really what kicked it off. And that's where the brand, that's where Fly started in that space. And then when I got the opportunity to do something in High Park, and of course that was just the Fly store, first sneaker boutique in Chicago. A lot of Nike programs dealing with the community and like Black History stuff started in my store.
I know you probably got a lot of people pulling on you like for mentorship and stuff like that too, but that's something else if you got time that I would appreciate too.
This is you heard me, like I said, riding over here with no music, just kind of saying hallelujah the whole time. I really feel like if that's how you using me today, Father, then let's go. You know what I'm saying? And this is a dope platform to be able to do that, to inspire, to you know what I'm saying, inform, all those things in that way.
Yeah, I agree, man. Because I was at a summer camp a couple weeks ago, talking to some campers about bullying, because you know that's my whole thing.
That's
Talking
your whole
to the
thing.
kids about bullying and talking to them about how it impacts their mental health. So being able to hear, you know, stories like the one that you just shared, you know, about having to sit down for a little bit. I think our kids need to hear stuff like that. You know,
we can get deep, bro. Like I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Like I said, like I feel that same way. I wish a Dave was able to talk to me when I was growing up or doing whatever, and I probably would have did things different. Like not regretting anything, because that's just who I am, and my story is my story. But you know what I'm saying? You always want better for, you know, you want better. So, I mean, to sit up there and voice and show them that you can do, if you've made these mistakes or done these wrongs, you can right them in ways, and that's just what I'm here for. That's just been my whole thing.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Like, were you yourself bullied?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. For a season after my parents got divorced, there was this one kid who used to tease me quite a bit about my
like
kids.
what though?
He would just make fun of my shoes, and then at one point it got to the point where it started getting physical. So, you know, eventually.
Like what you mean? Him touching you?
Oh yeah, we got into a scuffle.
Okay.
About it, and you know, eventually it stopped after the scuffle.
Okay.
But you know,
But it had to get to the scuffle.
It had to get to the
Right.
scuffle. But obviously, you know, I don't want to promote that to the kids. That, you know, they got. But that's how we came up, you know.
Right.
But
What you said?
Right.
Right. Nah, I feel you.
But yeah, that's how it started. Him teasing me, and then there was a kid that lived down the hall from me, and I could tell that his family was struggling. It looked like he was probably wearing the same shoes for probably about 2 or 3 years. He was a high school kid, and I just ended up giving him a pair of my shoes because you know I knew how I felt. And fast forward a few years down the road, and I just thought that I started thinking that I wanted to help more kids that was dealing with that issue, that didn't have kicks. Because you know how we do when we in our community. That's probably the first thing we look at.
No, that was. Shoot, that's how we look at people, from feet up.
Right.
Feet up. Like oh, okay. Then go up. That's how I get dressed.
Right. And then I just started noticing that about more kids, and I was like, I got to do something about this.
What I've done, like I said, I've been blessed, Pop, to be in that community and to be a vessel in help building the sneaker community. So, I mean, early on, not the wealthiest or whatever, and you know, and that thing. Like I had shoes, but not like shoes. But like once again, I was early on when I was in the street at a younger age, like get some Jordans, okay? My family me too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like in that thing. So I feel that, and so I think I've given away more sneakers than I've owned. In it just because it's like it is what it is. It'll take Clark Kent, rest his soul, big bro. You know what I'm saying? Just leather and rubber. They just love it. Leather and rubber, man. Just leather and rubber. Wear your shoes. Get leather. They just leather and rubber. So that's just was all my thing. Just okay, like I'm gonna covet this shoe for so long, and it's dope. I have them, but like at a minute of time, like take all of these shoes. You know what I'm saying? And then connecting with the brands. So like, man, the Puma really allowed me to do my thing. From that aspect in a major way, because that was what I was to them, like a cultural partner. So connecting with the youths, the community, seating and all this other stuff like that. So I have 200-300 Pumas at the office at a time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With the purpose of to give back, to give away, to seed and put in the right hands, and for things like that of community type stuff, whatever. And so that's just been my focus, and me dealing with the brands that I deal with, who want to use my influence or in that way. Okay, well, we're gonna do this. I need you to connect with these young people, or people in need. Period of shoes, because the right pair of shoes make you feel good.
Right. Yeah.
Kick your day off, kick your week off.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, that's just my story on that part.
And that was one of the things for me too, you know, just seeing how it builds confidence too, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
fly. You know, you put them on, you fly, and at that point you feel included. You know, the kids feel included. You know, they don't feel left out because they don't have, you know, the right kicks, which is important.
And I mean, and I just talk to it too. Just like it's crazy, just like dealing with the culture itself, and like how now is a time to where the youth or just period don't really have the brand loyalty like it was. You know what I'm saying? It's about the shoes. It's about what's fresh. And it's more so what you like. I think it's just more open now, which is a good thing. Just to me, I like the variety of it because I like sneakers. Period. I mean, you got my favorite brands and brands that I deal with on the regular. You know, but if I see something fresh, I'm gonna get that 10 and a half for life. You know, so I'm gonna get that.
I like what New Balance is doing now. How they made a comeback. That's you know, that's what they're doing with what is it, Joe Fresh Goods. He's doing some pretty solid stuff with them. But like you said, growing up before it was just Nike for us.
Just Nike for a minute.
Or
Yeah.
Mike's.
Well, I'm a little older, so it was a little bit. It was Reeboks. It was spot builds.
Nice to meet you.
Jeff,
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming again. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, guys. All right, so 10:13 is the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna go live. Have you been in the studio already?
No.
Okay, well, follow me inside.
Let's go.
And then Derrick, you're gonna be. So you'll both be doing the teaser together, okay? So you'll.
Fly.
Oh my God, I think you did say yeah. That's why the question. So Tanya actually and Amy both aren't here. So our normal hosts aren't here today. So we have two different like fill-in hosts for them. So Sarah Gindra comes on Spotlight.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen her before. But Sarah's filling in, and then so yeah. So it'll be Andrea and Sarah. You'll take a seat on that couch right there, right before the segment gets started for the little teaser. So coming up on the show. Smile wave, like 15 seconds. After that commercial break is 3 minutes. You'll take a seat up at the desk. You'll both be sitting on the right side of the desk. And then our two hosts, Sarah and Andrea, will be on the left side. And then we'll talk for about 5 minutes, right? Talking about the upcoming event, the donations, free haircuts, the nail station, right? The food, the DJ, all the good things, the partnership between you two. But yeah, that's gonna be at about 10:13, all right? So the teaser is about 3 minutes beforehand at like 10:10. You'll just take a seat on the couch. You'll smile into this jig camera right there, the long one. We'll bring it nice and close. We'll like smile wave, no talking, it's 15 seconds of smiling. And then like I say, a commercial break, and then you'll get to the desk at 10:13 and we'll get started. So Sarah and Andrea, they're really great, really conversational. We're just talking about everything, and that's it. So, thanks for coming in.
Are they gonna mic it so we'll just be on that?
They'll get you guys mic in a second. So yeah, you'll both get mics in a little bit. He's sitting over there, so whenever he's coming in there. And then even if you wanted to, since you are the first teaser, I don't know if y'all wanted to sit in here and just be in here for that.
Tell us what to do.
Yeah, so.
Following.
Right.
Okay, well, I mean, I may be comfortable, you know, chilling in there for a second, then I can come grab you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
sweet. Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I've been in here.
Yeah. I've been in here a couple of different times. I was just in here.
It's okay. In there somewhere?
Did it come on?
Nice flowers, Zach.
Where did it go?
Yep, there it is.
Shit. Heard it. Sorry about that. I think it's right there.
Yeah, get our words together.
Okay.
Shouldn't still be camera shot.
Yeah, you used to do it. About what, third, fourth time?
Got it.
Fox News, and she came, Hillary came to the church.
Okay, so Spin all the way around for me. Right there.
Dave, have you ever been camera shy?
I'll get it.
I'm gonna take Jake. Believe that. Been doing this way too long.
I was telling John, I'm still working it out.
Oh yeah.
Same thing, just underneath your t-shirt for me.
You do a lot of MCing too, you said,
Turn
right?
that this way for me.
In front of thousands.
Are you doing it's not the Chosen Few, but what's the one you're doing with Tony coming up?
What's
The
on?
concert.
Okay, great guys, thank you.
Thank you. Tony who?
The concert, the DJ.
Oh, with Terry Hunt?
Yeah, Terry.
Oh yeah. For his birthday. And so he's taking over Wintrust Arena.
Right.
And so basically kind of all the people that he worked with, produced with, and things like that is great. So it's Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff is doing the set with Rakim.
What?
Yeah, Yolanda Adams, Estelle, Deion Cole, Jay Ivy, Tifa, a couple more people I'm forgetting. But like Immaculate is DJing, Mike does. It's gonna be crazy. So it's like a whole thing of gospel, hip hop, house, or whatever. And so myself and Deion Cole are the hosts.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. He comes back to Chicago.
Cool. Terry?
Deion.
Oh, Deion was a fool, though. Deion was crazy, man. A great time all the time. Funny. But Felicia Rashad, best mother on TV ever. Like, she's just beautiful to me, or whatever. So yeah, this is just a sample, or whatever. So this will be out soon.
I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but when it comes to that and licensing, did you have to get the rights to her image to do it, or?
No, I didn't. You should. How can I say this? Like, kind of ask for forgiveness more so permission. I mean, and not a should or shouldn't. I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do. You feel me? But this in her likeness is changed so much. It was done by hand. So that's kind of where you save that in that point. And I think it just comes down to if I released it and it got so big and I made $1 million or something like that, yeah, Felicia would probably holler at me. But my people know her anyway, and so I've already had conversations about giving her whatever to it in homage. You know what I'm saying? In homage. So like there's probably 3 or 4 of these that exist anyway. Like samples. Terry has one that he's worn across the seas that people went crazy over or whatever. But yeah, but in the natural sense, if you're asking me on camera, look, go get a license for all that other stuff. But I mean, if you know, if we off camera, we're still on camera. I mean, man, shit, do what you gotta do until they come knock on your door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because to your point, when you're paying homage to our people, like I go to Target a lot, and I look at a lot of stuff that they sell there, and obviously, you don't see a Felicia Rashad in Target and stuff like that. So that's one of the angles, one of the things I want to do too, pay homage to some of our folks, on t-shirts.
And Derrick and I are partners because he has a not-for-profit foundation called HeartsWithSoles.
Yeah, I heard.
So dealing with sneaker bullying and things like that.
Come on.
So yeah, just want to talk about the event, talk about our collab, just get some awareness to it, and that's it.
Really cool.
It's amazing. It's abundant too.
Oh yeah.
Come on, love what you're doing, man.
Thank you, appreciate you.
So your initiative to get some young people some impacted youth some sneakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then to raise awareness about how that form of bullying impacts their mental health.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real.
Yeah, we have an internship going on right now with about 140 youth, 16 to 24, through One Summer Chicago. and they're working on a project right now. Miss Mamas is our narrator, and our final show is on Thursday.
Okay.
It's called Fractured Roots, and it talks about how family separation has been used as a tool to control throughout history. So we talk all the way back to the indigenous boarding schools, the transatlantic slave trade, even public welfare. At one point, they were checking women's closets for men's clothes. They wouldn't give them welfare unless the man was not in the house.
Exactly.
And so now, obviously, present day, we're looking at mass deportation and mass incarceration as the two kind of, the biggest forms of family separation. And so what the students did is, we put them through a bunch of work development and workforce development stuff, but they chose to, after they got those skills, to put this together because they want to be able to connect the dots between the past.
And to top it off, it's been aged in mezcal barrels. So, yeah, totally important part.
Oh, wow. That's so different than the first
Yeah,
two.
totally
Yes.
different.
And I like how you serve it in a.
Yes, fancy.
Like a
Fancy
fancy
beer.
glass.
Nice beer. It's transformed through time with the aged in mezcal barrels and has a lot of really elegant ingredients in it. So it's meant for an elegant glass.
I'm just amazed at how quickly and easily this goes down.
Yeah.
That's really good. So people can come visit you, they can join Facebook, Instagram, give them a call as well.
Thank you so much. And coming up after the break, a powerful back-to-school sneaker drive and community event.
The team behind Hearts with Souls and Fly is over in our 5-star furniture green room. They join us after the break with the details.
Can I go up close for 3 seconds? Excuse me. Can I go up close for 3 seconds?
Joe, are you set up? Okay. Wait till so we know what to say. So the solution, you can go in there just for like a couple seconds. 1 minute.
Souls, a nonprofit committed to preventing sneaker-related bullying, has partnered with Chicago brand Fly, for a back-to-school sneaker drive and community event.
Derrick Robinson Jr. and Dave Jeff join us now to share the details. Guys, welcome. This is an incredible organization. Tell us about the mission behind HeartsWithSoles.
Yeah, the mission behind HeartsWithSoles is our primary mission is to prevent sneaker-related bullying and to raise awareness about the negative impact that that form of bullying has on children.
So tell us how you got involved. Fly, streetwear brand, you guys been around for a long time.
Man, the power of social media.
Yeah.
He reached out, me being a figure in the sneaker community, with my influence and connection to a lot of brands. He was like, hey, Dave, can we connect? We'd love to partner with you. I have this big initiative. Let's go. And so usually I don't necessarily answer a whole bunch of DMs or whatever, but this pulled me in a way because I'm a sneaker guy. I've been a voice to many communities in the sneaker thing and said, yes, let's do it. And it just so happened in the right time that I was connecting with some other brands, Jordan, and then Snipes as a retailer or whatever, on my annual sneaker give back for school, and it just so happens because CPS is going back earlier this year, so it was just right on time. Everything was just right on time. Divine.
Yeah, it seems like the common ground between you guys is a sense of community. So talk a little bit about that, why that's so important to both of you.
Well, for me, it's important because I've been in the shoes of the children that we serve. In the community, there's a lot of children that come from families that can't afford new sneakers. Obviously, everyone in the culture, everyone loves sneakers, so being able to tie it all together and be able to do that is important.
We talk about the sneaker-related bullying. I mean, it's real. It's something that when people look down at your shoes, it matters sometimes. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, in our communities, we kind of like, our sneakers are our first cars.
Yeah.
If you want to say. You kind of like, me personally, I get dressed from the feet up, depending on, and it's just been that way. Innately, it's in our culture in that way. So to be able to be involved in something like this and give back, because I have sneakers. I've amassed a certain number of sneakers with just my dealings in the community. So to give, I think I've given away more than I definitely have now, and it feels good to me. This is my purpose. Sneakers, take it. Yeah.
I think it's great.
Feel good.
Yeah. And it makes everybody feel good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
tell us about this event, the sneaker and sock event that you have.
Well, it's a Dave Jeff times Jordan Brand times Snipes. It's going to be at the Connect Gallery in Hyde Park, 1451 East 53rd, and it's going to be a drop-off space also for the Hearts with Souls box, so you can give back shoes and drop it there. But it will be free haircuts, backpacks. For the ladies, it's going to be nail sections, and it's going to be free food and everything. And it's just going to be community all day. DJ Ty is going to be there. That's my brother Terry Hunter's son, the Grammy-nominated son. I'm hosting. We have premier barbers, premier nail techs, and everything. This is going to be a great thing for the community, different communities in Hyde Park at the Connect. It's Friday, August 15th. Friday, August 15th, from 4 to 8 p.m. And it's first come, first serve. First come, first serve. We're gonna have a lot to give, so get there early.
And you guys really focus, it's this community-based approach. Not only can people come get all these services, you're having fun, you're with community members.
Yeah.
A whole nother aspect of what you do is this solution apparel too. Tell us a little bit about that and how people can use that to help all of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Solution Apparel is a purpose-driven apparel brand that we use to fund our mission to buy new sneakers, in addition to raising awareness about how sneaker-related bullying impacts children's mental health. And people can, a portion of each sale from our apparel goes to purchasing new sneakers.
Look at those smiles. I mean, talk a little bit about the response that you've gotten, not just from the kids, but from the parents, and how happy that you're making people, because it's not just fashion, it's a sense of self-worth too.
Well, like I said, I love it. Like that smile is about the kids. My wife has a daycare, so I'm a daycare celebrity. I love walking through kids, like being hugged, and Dave. They call me Dave. Dave. It's that feeling. Like it's you can't really explain that feeling of being generous, of the love. It's hard to describe, but it's a great feeling to know that you connected that dot to put a smile on a child's face that has long-lasting effects on them, mentally, physically, everything.
This is the best. Thank you for all that you both do. Community, everything is right there on your screen there today. Thank you guys for being here. The Back to School Sneaker Drive is again Thursday, August 15th from
Friday.
Friday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Friday.
There we go.
Yep,
the
Friday.
15th, yeah, from 4 until 8 p.m. at the Connect Gallery in Hyde Park. For more information, visit HeartsWithSoles.org and FlyWorld.com. You can also follow them at social media handles. They are all on your screen right there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Coming up, exercises for royal posture and graceful walking to help us feel confident, comfortable, and happy.
Yeah, we have an elegance coach here, and she's going to be over in our 5-star furniture room right now. She's going to join us after the break with more.
Thank you. We're there. 3 minutes.
Stand right up there. Thanks for coming.
for having me.
Yes,
Appreciate you so
email
much.
me. Good to see you
Okay,
again.
good to see you again
Yes.
too.
Take care.
You too.
Get that, baby. Get that, baby.
I told you, I'll be naturals.
Get that. I told you, I'm gonna take Jake. They asked the right questions. We can get it in. Just did WGN daytime. What was the show?
Daytime Chicago.
Daytime Chicago. Spoke about the event. Hearts with Souls is going to be at Dave Jeff times Jordan Brand times Snipes, August 15th, man, 4 to 8 for the people. Give back, community. Let's go.